What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel. So today we're playing an updated version of 5 Color Indomitable Footfalls, is what I'm calling it. This deck looks to combine Crashing Footfalls and Cascade cards with Indomitable Creativity into Archon of Cruelty. Because we like playing Team of Rhino so much, we're combining the two decks to go over top of everything else. Before we get into the deck, I want to remind you to hit that subscribe button, it really helps out the channel. So let's look at our mana base here. We have 3 Arid Mesa, 1 Boseiju, because again we try to fit a channel land wherever we can in our decks. We have 4 Dwarf in mind. This turns on our creativity by creating a Dwarf token that we can turn into an Archon. With this updated list, we added Jetmir's Garden. It's the new Triome land and it adds red, green, and white. And that really helps us out with the mana base. The mana base is really greedy. So we have Jetmir's Garden, Ketria Triome, and Rogren Triome to try and make up for that. We have Otawara, another channel land that we squeeze in here, and then just our fetch lands. Our 4 cascade spells are Ardent Plate and Violent Outburst, with 4 Footfalls, Teferi, some early removal and interaction with Fire Ice and Dead Gone. We have 2 Prismari Command. It's like a necessary evil. I don't really like this card, but if we draw Archon, Archon's just a dead card, so we want to loot it away whenever possible. And it also makes a token. So it's not the worst card, but it's fine. And then we have our Indomitable Creativity and Archon package here that we can creativity using Rhino tokens, Dwarf tokens, and treasure tokens from Prismari Command. The only way to get Archon in is to creativity into it. We can't hard cast it. So for the sideboard, we have 3 Leyline of Sanctity just to help with protection against burn or discard. 4 Mystical Dispute for control matchup, 4 Ley Lines for Murktide, Living End, anything with graveyards, and 4 Force of Vigor for those artifact decks and any taxing effects like Chalice or Void Mirror or anything like that. The good thing about this deck is that even if we do get hit with a taxing effect, we can still play towards creativity and Archon just to kind of go over the top of it. So that's just a quick overview of the deck. Again, thanks for your support. If you're not subscribed, consider subscribing, and let's get into the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1. We're on the draw here. We have 2 lands, some counters, creativity. I feel like this is fine. We don't really have any early interaction besides this, but I think it's fine. Oh, well, all right, we mulligan. So I would have kept that first hand. This hand's not better. We'll keep it and just throw back our Footfalls, I guess. But yeah, I definitely would have kept that first hand. Windswept Heath. Should have played Stomping Ground for Footfalls, but it's okay. Yeah, we're oof. All right, we'll just get a, so we have green and red here, so we can get a Rogren Triome here. So we should have obviously played Stomping Ground into Footfalls here. This looks like, what's this? All right, so this is just like 80 card, normal stuff here. Shock that in, suspend, pass. Teferi is pretty good against this deck. We just need to get some mountains into play so these Dwarven Mines come online. So that first hand probably would have been okay. Iteration. Because we had the double force. But I don't know if we want to go down cards against this deck. Definitely going to slam Teferi here. Do we slam Teferi? Or do we get some Rhinos down? I think we can Teferi here and uptick. Because if they have like Fury or something like that, I think that's fine. Or a Prismatic Ending for this. Now Creativity's live. Tapped. So I don't know what the scariest thing here if they play is like Omnath or something. Looks like an ending on Teferi. Yep, okay. We could have guessed that. So we could have like minused playing around that. But then if they play something that we want to bounce. Now they're set up for Omnath here. Creativity would be probably our best draw. Guess we'll just play Ardent Play here. We'll save the Dwarven Mines because I don't want to, I'd rather play them out when we have creativity. We're just hoping they don't have like Omnath into fetch, but they haven't really been doing much, so I feel like it's most likely what they have. There aren't Teferi. Okay. Probably bounce a Rhino. Ran in 6. So they're gonna, that counters. Oh no, we still have 1 take on that, so that's good. So we have to kill this Teferi, unfortunately. Thanks, because we'd love to kill Ren here. They could have Solitude and Solitude this also. Oh, I put 2. That's not good. I was wondering why it skipped the Alright, so they're gonna play Omnath here. With the fetch land, yeah. Yeah, so we meant to play the Dwarven Mine. That's about it. I feel like this matchup's like probably not great for us, but especially because we're giving them a lot of time to kind of develop the board. Get that. Now they have more stuff to play. Get a land. Yep. Iteration. So obviously end of turn we're going to outburst here. Again, creativity would be the best draw. 4 mana. Lightning Bolt. Lightning Bolt. All right, we're going to outburst here. So we're going to have 8 Rhinos in play next turn, which is pretty sweet. We're going to play Teferi, bounce this, kill Ren. So it thinks if we had the Dwarven Mine in play, they might have bolted it anyway, but play Teferi. Bounce that, draw a card. Another Outburst. Play Dwarven Mine. We could swing a 1. Oh, well, they can't play, we'll just kill Ren here. With, Exalted Trigger. Doesn't matter if we swing with both or 1, because they're not getting it anyway. So now they're gonna play Omnath with a fetch land again. So it's kind of fine that we did that, because we're taxing their mana a little bit, even though they're gonna get a fetch with it. But it's still less mana. And we got run off the field. Hey, Epic. So if we go to face, it's only 8 damage. Ren's still in play to keep getting fetch lands, and then it's eventually going to ult, and then they're going to replay Omnath and just gain a bunch of life back. So they'd be at, right now say they're at 11 right now. I definitely considered it, but let's say they're at 11 right now. Next turn we swing in. They'd have to chump. And we don't know exactly what they have too. With other mana, they could Solitude our stuff, they can Ending our stuff. I think it's safer to do the run play. Definitely a good consideration. Because this would be, they'd be at 11. And then, right, 13 after Omnath. Yeah, for sure. Trust me, I always want to go phase. But if we pass, well, this isn't lethal with Outburst, but we'll see what we draw. I'm just always nervous if we don't clear Ren and then they have a bunch of removal. Then it's like, we're screwed. Alright, there's another Ren. So then that's another consideration where it's like, do we kill Ren because they have another one anyway? But, we don't know. Alright, so they killed the fairy here. Dress down. Interesting. They're just trying to cycle, I guess. Again, creativity is the best draw. Is that lethal? 16, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's lethal. Let me just make sure we have the mana for it. So basically we're just gonna, as long as they don't have Solitude, I mean, we're gonna make this play regardless, but we have green, red, whatever. Green, red, okay. So we swing in, Outburst in response. There we go. Nice. Yeah, that was good. That felt good. Especially, it's good winning game 1 against this matchup because it's not going to get easier game 2. Like, I feel like these dead guns are pretty bad. Obviously, we're going to be bringing in these disputes. They do bring Chalice in. Leyline's not worth it to bring in. All these cards are like really good against them. Because I know it's just like 2 Chalices, so it's like, is it worth it to bring in Force for Chalice? I mean, we have the Prismari commands. I think we just do a switch like that. I think that's fine. This hand's pretty awful. It does have turn 1 Rhinos, Prismari command for Chalice, creativity. I don't know. It's tempting. I feel like I'm gonna try it. I feel like I'm gonna end up trying it. It's like not the greatest, but you generally don't board in Hate for Chalice. Yeah, yeah, I like that rule of thumb. We'll try this. Why not? Especially if they only have like two Chalices. All right, that's not what we wanted to see. So the bad thing about drawing double footfalls is that they have Chalice and Teferi, so they can just like play Teferi before we pop off, and it's like not cool. This also hits Chalice, which is kind of funny. Like, I don't know if I should double. I guess we're going to now. So like Teferi here is pretty brutal. Maybe we don't have Force for it. It's like, of course they have it, right? Yep. They're gonna uptick. Oh, they downticked. That's great for Prismari command. I would never downtick there unless they're like that desperate. I'm just gonna chuck this in and do this now. Deal damage to any target. Do we want to discard? I like our hand, so I think we're just gonna make a treasure. They must have like another Teferi in hand or something. I feel like they would never tick down like that. Yep. That makes sense. Oh, they don't get the draw. They downticked. So that fizzles their thing. Damn. We'd love the creativity here, but we can't. Maybe they tap out here with like iteration and then something. Thank you, APAC. Thanks for hanging out. So basically we're waiting for... Alright, Coatl, sure. Bunch of mana left open. We drew the Cruelty too. Oof. See if this resolves. Probably just bolt the token. Yeah. Double Teferi's rough. And the fact that we drew Cruelty doesn't help. We have 2 coming off Suspend, so we have 1 next turn coming off, which is going to get countered. They get to play Omnath here with the fetch. Oof. They can crack this for mana. Do they have 5 floating? Another Coatl. Their hand was like pretty bad, minus the double Teferi, which just kind of countered our hand. Now they're tapped out. We'd love to draw another creativity here. Even though that's probably not the greatest draw anyway. Not sure what the best draw is here against Teferi. We drew another. I mean, Teferi can just bounce it, which sucks. We're going to target Omnath. Spin with that. Fuck, they had a... Damn. Yeah, they kind of had everything to counter our hand here. Wonder what theirs is going to spin into. Another Coatl. So that's why this matchup's tough, is because they have a lot of removal. And Teferi and Chalice and like everything, so... I'm not sure what we can draw here. We have another Omnath. We'll take one more draw step. Oh, it's... Okay, they're just going to draw a million cards. We can't beat that. Just run it back. We just need our disputes and forces to back up all our stuff here. We're going to keep this hand. All it needs is a land. But we can ice on turn 2. We have dispute. We have Teferi. This is like a great hand. We just definitely need a second land to tap. I'm just not sure what to get with the foothills though. That's the problem. I might just... I'm just going to let it go. That's... No. We got a land, but that's like the worst land possible. We're definitely going to fetch here and like ice something. Ugh. Guess we're just going to pitch that. Pretty annoying. Definitely need catcher here. God damn. Like, it's not even worth getting the Rogren for the white source. Now we want to draw a Dwarven Mine. The Domri's call for Omnath, okay. Jesus. This is not working out for us. If they play... Yeah, we're going to just have to dispute Omnath here, if they play it. But our land situation is not really working out well. But we definitely wouldn't mind if they tapped out, especially because they, Eladamri's called for it. Alright, this is our chance here. Jesus. Alright, I guess we're gonna have end of turn outburst and... I guess, I don't know. Iteration, okay. If they tap out, we like need to draw a land for creativity, and then we're pretty happy about that. Teferi. So they're gonna play Teferi, we're gonna outburst in response. They're gonna down tick on a Rhino. And then depending on what we draw, we can again, if we draw a fetch land, it's like the best. Just any untapped land actually, but we prefer fetch land so we can get a dwarf token here. Fuck, man. God, this is brutal. Alright, we just killed Teferi, I guess. We could fire and then hit face. But I want to hold up... I'm not sure. I want to hold up dispute and depending on what they do here. Just breaking on lands like this for all these turns is just terrible here. Another Teferi. They could have counterspell here. They better have a third Teferi. Oh, just prismatic ending? Okay. Alright, so we definitely want to fetch land. Fetch land, fetch land. Come on. This is insane. We're just going to lose because we haven't drawn a land in forever. So they're going to call here. Coatl, I mean. If they could get Teferi back, I think we just fire these and try to high roll a, yeah. Just going to high roll a fetch land. So arguably when they did that, we could have, well, no, because they still have the mana, they can float it. So we'll fire that. It's turn 7, we only have 3 lands. Opponent has 7 lands. They're ephemerating Ewit, sure. Now we're gonna draw the fetch land. Yep. And they just sack Ewit. And they can just bounce that. And then we can't really do much with it. If they discard a card, it's definitely not gonna be Omnath. Lightning Bolt. Drew another Creativity. So they just have Omnath in hand. Rebound hits nothing. Another Eternal Witness. Ugh. They can go to fetch land. They have something they drew. Yeah, our opponent's drawing much better than we are. Should we target their thing? No. I just don't want it to be like a Solitude and then we just get... They have another Bolt. Flusterstorm. No, we're not getting this one, it looks like. We just like bricked way too hard on lands here. Take like one more draw step. I don't even know what we could draw to get out of this. Nah, damn. Brutal. Oof. Great hand, -1 land here. I mean, we're gonna keep this. It's 2 lands. Probably put back Creativity. We have just a lot of Rhinos here. So hopefully we draw more lands for this Dwarven Mine. Steam Vents, probably Murktide. So we're not gonna play this because we want to we're gonna do this now so the monkey doesn't hit it, but we need a tri-land here. The next turn we can fire this if we draw untapped source. They can cast that. Hopefully they cast it and like hit a monkey or something. Nah, they don't have any interest. They keep a 1-lander based off monkey. They did, and we get to fire both of these too. That's gonna be great. We just really need that untapped source here. Yeah, they're looking for a second land here. They did not find it. Fuck, man. How are we getting so fucking unlucky with these lands? Like, if we hit that land there and fired that, they're just done. They're out of the match. They even put Ledger in the graveyard. So they have 2 instants and a creature. Alright, they hit a Creativity here. That's fine. That's not doing much for us. So that would have been another turn without a land. They've already hit 2 non-lands from us. So we're gonna, regardless of what we draw, we're gonna fire both of these. So hopefully they tap out looking for a land or something. Consider. Then Holy Heat. Yeah, they're breaking on lands too. But they also kept a 1-lander. No, this is almost out of range. They found a land. Are they gonna Murktide here? If they Murktide, we're still gonna fire these and then bounce Murktide. Maybe we just bounce that actually if we draw a land here. Come on, land. Yes. Wait, we don't even have, we don't have white. We're gonna be getting hit for 7 here. I think we have to high roll this. And pass. We have to like hope that we get a white source. They don't have a counter spell, but it's not looking good. Fuck. Get it for 9 here. No white source. I'm gonna just have to tap this and hope they don't They 100% have a counter spell here. Or they either have counter spell or Archmage's Charm like 1,000,000%. Yeah. Fuck, man. Super unlucky. To bring in this. Take out Force. Take out 2 Archon, or an Archon, Prismar Command. We really don't want to be playing it at a sorcery speed there. Try this. Turn 1, Rhinos, turn 2, this. It doesn't have Wayline or counters. I'm gonna try it though, because it has turn 1 Rhinos into removal, into outbursts, so that's kind of the best we can ask for without any sideboard cards. But we have to, again, ignore Void here. So hopefully they play Ragavan here. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter because we're gonna kill whatever. So I'll wait till it attacks. If they want to counterspell my whatever, they can. Could also pierce it, I guess, which is like one reason not to wait. They also could have like fluster and all that stuff, so. Man, Tonight and lands are just like not our friend. They didn't do anything. Interesting. They must have all reactive spells. Blood Moon. We just want to draw lands to use Creativity on a... Jesus fucking Christ. Insane. They have to have like a fluster for this. No? Wow, okay. Fuck me, man. You guys are gonna be watching this and be like, man, that dude's getting the shittiest luck ever. Jesus. I still hope I win through all this shit. They're blocking with that. That's a good sign. I feel like they need another blue. Okay, they drew the other blue. Now they can Murktide. Make a baby Murktide. Nice. Yeah, we earned that, man. Holy shit. Alright, let's run it back. Opponent blood mood themselves out of the game. Of course, this hand has lands, but like, this does nothing against early interaction. Alright, we have all our lands. This is gonna get Stomping Ground. This hand's not great either. Now we're just gonna play these tapped, and so now we don't want lands. Now we're drawing too many. This is kind of like a spell. Late game. It's good they're passing. Jesus fucking Christ, man. Guess they're looking for lands. We're trying to fill this up for Murktide. We can't even cast this. They kept it on top. At least we'll have this for if they go big for a Murktide. Put Charm in the graveyard, land in the graveyard. Alright, they're gonna pop that, and then Channel will have a Delirium. No, it doesn't. Oh, there's no creatures in there. So they have 2 mana here for a counterspell or something. Probably just play a large Murktide here. And then we're just like dead. Unless we draw like exactly Teferi to bounce it. 6, 7. Play Outburst and pass. We get hit for 6, down to 4. Next turn we get to play Dwarven Mine, bounce Murktide. Yep. At least that's gonna come off one turn. They don't even have to pop that. And I think a counterspell is gonna save them here. We'll definitely trade these though. But they can just pop this and kill all this. But that was the only land we could play. So I'm not sure. They have Murktide and 3 mystery cards here. Now they pop that. No, it's not worth cycling that. No, I guess we'll wait. Because we may have to kill this if this becomes a 3. But they're gonna hopefully try to fill this up and play Murktide. Land. Instant. Gonna do that now before it becomes a 3/3. And then they're gonna play Murktide, and then we're just gonna dispute it. And rip some like Rhinos off the top. Just counterspell. Maybe if we sequence that with fire into all that, and then we counter this. Which I don't know why they would still have a bolt in their deck. No, we just use. Damn. Alright, welcome to round 3. We're on the play here. Jesus. We're obviously not keeping this in. We got 2 Archons, no early mana. I mean, I guess we're gonna keep this and just throw back a Dwarven Mine. We get all our mana, which is like a good thing. All our colors. Burn. That's a pretty big matchup for us too. We never want to see this deck. We have ley lines on the side, but we like to see like a... Okay. It's not the worst, because we can get Archon, but we'd like some removal. Hopefully they just, I don't know what we want them to do, to be honest. 3 Swift Spears? Let's see it. Riftbolt, okay. I guess it's not the worst, because we can Outburst here. They're going to put us to 3. We like that they're on kind of the creature plan here. And then next turn we get to Creativity. There's no way they're going to 10 us, right? Just because they don't know what we are yet. They just see a bunch of colors. Maybe they like, okay, well. Lava Spike, sure. They could probably have another bolt here. Alright, we're going to spin. Get that double block on. And they have to attack. There's no reason for them not to. Block like that. And they don't have another spell, or they would have tried to pump it to eat our Rhinos, right? Unless it's like Skewer. Why didn't they Skewer before? So weird. Now we get to Creativity here, gain some life. Go back up to 7. So they need like 3 burn spells here. They need like a land. Nah, I don't even think a land does it. Yeah. Nice. Alright, we get to bring in 3 ley lines, like 3 forces here. Teferi can come out. We're going to be bringing in the Force of Vigors for their Whirling Vortex. So they're gonna have Deflecting Palm, Path, Vortex. They have a lot for our deck here. But if we can get Leyline in there, maybe shave a Creativity. Actually, you know what? We'll shave a Rhinos because there's no way we're hitting all 4. I can see fast matchups. We can always shave a Footfalls. We're gonna mull this hand. We don't have Leyline. We have 1 early interaction, but no thing. So we're gonna. Oh, this is a good hand. Keep this. Put back Archon, and we get Leyline. So we just need a second land here. So hopefully they kept a burn heavy hand here. Opponent said, "Who hurt you?" That's great. Welcome to match 4. We're on the play here. All right, I take this hand. We're not gonna be playing Rhinos on 1 because we need a Void Source here, which is like not the biggest deal. Looks like another Murktide matchup. Yep. Hopefully we see those ley lines game 2. We get Jetmir's Guard in here. And, there's our Void Source too. Of course. Play that tapped. At least we have Steam Vents for Ardent Plea and then Dwarven Mind for Creativity. Oh man, I would love a fire here. Metamorphose. Oh, this is prowess. I'm glad they don't have any prowess creatures. Bolt. Sure. They're trying to just like fuel these up, I guess. Okay, they weren't able to. Oh shit, they were. So we get for 3, you go down to 13. Then this will be 9 next turn. Or 7. Actually, we're gonna pass here. We're gonna bank on this right here. I think we're gonna we're gonna force with Ardent Plea and then Violent Outburst, I guess. Alright, we don't care about this. We only care about like damage spells or... But they could also play, damn, they're like just digging hard here. Pitching all these lands. Double land again. Oh, shoot. The Phoenix deck too? 3-6. Oh my god, we just lose. They hit double Phoenix. Turn 3. They don't even know what we are. They just think we're like, I guess probably a bunch of colors. Yeah, we're dead. Jesus. Alright, ley lines are going to be insane in this matchup. Bring in all this. Take out Force for disputes. Teferi's not the greatest again. I need 3 cuts. 1. Do like that. Yeah, I mean, they could have counter spells, but we have disputes for that. And we have Leyline. 2 lands, double Creativity. I don't know, we're going to keep on the back of Leyline. Hope we get there. I also don't want to fetch because I want to hit lands. Could argue trying to kill this, but hopefully we hit lands. No. Hopefully this buys us enough time to hit lands though. Nice. No, actually, let's play Ardent Play here. Breeding Pool in this deck, actually. No, I just feel silly. Alright, they're gonna try to dig a little bit, I guess. Yeah, for some reason, I didn't realize we didn't have Breeding Pool. This is like a very greedy mana base in our deck. And double Metamorphose. Triple Metamorphose. Spreading all these lands here. Jeez, okay, whatever. I'm glad we didn't try to cascade there. Yeah, that land's doing work. I'm assuming they have a land to play. Thought Scour. Alright, we'll cascade here. Let's hope that's good enough. Probably gonna start like hard casting Phoenixes, to be honest. If we can get a fetch land here. Oh, Shredder. That's a good point. Double Shredder. Kind of scary. It's actually a clock there. If we can get a fetch land here in Creativity. See, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Outburst here. Pin it for 10. So we're accounting for if they're gonna put this to 5. And this could go to 6, 7, 8. Well, that's not gonna do anything, so 6, 7. Alright. So again, a fetch land would kind of do it there. Another Ledger Shredder. But they can't swing in. These can only be on defense. I still don't think they can survive this. Nah, this... we still get through. Can they know about Creativity? I don't think they even know about... Yeah, I guess we have to now anyway. And that's game. We drew a Leyline. Okay, so Leyline... we need Leyline, like 100%. Damn, this hand's really good too. Turn 1, kill... oh, this hand's so good. But we don't have a Leyline. Turn 1, kill that. I'm gonna try it. I know we just say we need Leyline, but this is gonna get us Steam Vents. Dead that. Hopefully they don't play a Ledger Shredder. Another one. They could have Fluster. Thought Scour, sure. Dead, 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 dead. Now we can auto dispute for anything. If they don't do anything, then we definitely gonna dispute that shit. Next turn we can outburst. We also don't have to do that and can play a little more conservative, but I'm just going to do this now while they're tapped out. Again, they could have Fluster, but no, I don't have Fluster. God damn it. Alright. Alright, now we need a fetch land. We were super aggressive with our fetches. They only have 2 cards in hand, but our 2 cards are pretty garbage. Hopefully it's like all lands, not expressive iteration. Metamorphose, okay. Hopefully they don't have any Phoenixes. Another land. Nice. I guess we'll hold this to fire something. I don't know if that's a 3/3 anyway. Just ice a land, I guess. Hit Footfalls, sure. Just gonna play that. We could cycle it, but Lava Dart. Alright, virtual 10 here. Hit another land. They shock that in. Oh hell no. Just gonna hard counter it. Don't want them drawing 3 cards. But they get to escape it next turn. That sucks. I don't know. I don't think we're winning this one. It's like the worst draw possible. Of course, it's like, oh, now we could have mulled the ley line here, but they have a Phoenix in the yard. I think the only way we win is if we hit an untapped land for creativity, because they're going to bring back Ox, draw 3 cards, then they get a Phoenix back, right? And they have Chalice. Jesus. Yeah, we're not winning that. We need exactly a fetch land here. No, they have... Damn. This is a wild league. 1-2, 1-2, 2-0, 1-2. I don't know what else to do. I mean, that starting 7 was perfect other than Leyline. I feel like we can't throw that back. We just kind of flooded and didn't do much after they had Fluster. If they didn't have Fluster, we would have been perfect. All right, last round, we're on the play here. We're going to keep this hand. It doesn't have a blue source. Turn 1, turn 2. I think we'll keep it though. We have like 3 turns to draw a blue source. We have early interaction. Hopefully we don't need this Boseiju. I have a feeling we're going to need it too, and I'm going to be sad we played it. It's going to be like Titan or Tron watch. Affinity. Nah. This is a white source, but we could argue we play the Triome and then next turn we have Ardent Plea, but I don't want to let them have just artifacts on the ground or on the field. Alright, they just have a Thought Monitor anyway. So we have to play that. That's not going to come in tapped anyway. At least they're not really doing too much. Alright, so as long like these are dead draws. The flood in the field with artifacts, which is annoying, but let's play Teferi here. Because if they have a counter spot, I'd rather them counter Teferi. Bounce their land. Alright, that's normal. Yep. Did that. Next turn we have Ardent Plea. They're going to kill Teferi, which is fine. We're just trying to keep them off artifacts on the battlefield to make it harder for them to cast things like this. Nice, we get to cast that. And play this out. Play this. We're just going to flood the board with Rhinos. And if we draw a land for next turn, we get to Teferi plus... Creativity would be the best draw, by far. Hopefully they don't draw like Thought Monitor or... what's it called? Alright, we'll trade. 1 for 1. Get their affinity count lower. Get in. They'll probably trade here, yep. Play another one. Okay, they had enough. Cool. Alright, this matchup gets a lot better after sideboard. We get to bring in Force of Vigor and maybe Mystical Dispute. Force of Negation's not good. Teferi's not really that good either. We're gonna keep in... We need to keep the green sources high. We have Prismari Command again for artifact destruction. This is good creature removal. I'll take a creativity and an Archon. This is kind of like Force of Vigor or bust, kind of. I think we're gonna keep this. We have like early creature removal, and we have Ardent Plea. It doesn't have Force of Vigor, but if they are heavy on the small creatures, we can kind of blow them out here. They kept in Relic? That's so weird. Like, what is this turn 1 play? Unless we're just gonna cycle it? We don't have any green. Hopefully we draw green. The 4 color can be taxing. Damn, yes. Okay. That's kind of annoying. Just gonna deal with 1. We're gonna play this and then ice their Saga. This will make it so they can't make a construct. And do another land. Not really what we want to see. Unless we draw creativity. Nettle Cyst. Okay, that's kind of annoying. Gonna deal 2 and destroy an artifact. So deal 2, destroy Nettle Cyst. Easy peasy. So now they can make a construct and it'll be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, which is still pretty annoying. We can gaunt it. So if they go get a Shadow Spear, hopefully they get a Shadow Spear. Wadding Jar. Okay. I'm probably gonna tap this and play something else. Unfortunately for them, this gets around Teferi. That too. Or 1 Teferi. And they can't do anything about it because we're gonna just bounce that and be done with it. So we could potentially pop this and block for Teferi, but we don't really care. Alright, Thoughtcast is kind of bad. Gingerbread's bad. Okay. This is like annoying because whatever we try and kill. Get our green source. Mystical Dispute, a little late. Alright, so we're gonna Ardent Plea. And let's see what they do. That's good. We can't deal with that. Had some good top decks here. Cranial Plating. Alright, so we're gonna kill that. And then they're gonna sack it, and then that's gonna tap it. There we go. They really want to trade here? No. So we want Creativity. Creativity is our best draw here. I mean, that does it too, I guess. We have to get a green source here. We want to kill these two before they get to untap with this. They can get it for 3. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We still have dead, so that's fine. Let's get in. I just want to kill this before it, and we have dead for whatever they try, if they try to do anything. Like, they're gonna get him for 3 here. Oh, God. Thoughtcast. They're definitely top decking really well. We do have Otawara. Alright, so they have no cards in hand. Get him for 3 here. Archon again, or Creativity's best draw. I don't know if we should try to Otawara this, and then when they go to target something, we kill Gingerbrute. Swing for 5 here. I guess we'll see what they do. We can act at instant speed, so it doesn't matter. As we block here, take 1. Creativity again, best draw here. Not the worst. Get him for 5 again. So we have lethal next turn. They put us to 1. Do they have like a counterspell in hand? Oh, yeah, we knew that. Duh. Yeah, we knew that. We should have assumed that, actually. That was silly. Some reason said that. They welding jar. Yeah. Okay. We ended up getting there. As sad as that was. So this was Indomitable Rhinos, Indomitable Footfalls, whatever you want to call it. We didn't really get to do the thing that much. We didn't really draw Creativity, and when we did, our opponents had removal for all our tokens. You guys saw in the 3 losses, we just never hit lands. We never got past our 3rd land like 95% of the time, so it was like they were just like non-games. I would definitely run this back, though. I think we just had really shit luck. The mana is extra brutal, getting the white and green. That's why we have Jetmirs. Like you guys saw, it was really tough to get all 3 colors if we got stuck with like Ardent Plea and like Outburst or something like that. So we'd need at least the fetch lands or the Triomes to get everything, or shock them in if we even drew the fetch lands. Any changes I'd make? None right now. I think this was pretty fine. You could always go down 1 Dispute, up 1 Sanctity if you really wanted to, but I really like this sideboard. It covers kind of everything with control to graveyard to artifacts. We'll definitely run this back at some point, just hopefully get a better league. I have another video if you guys look for it. I run pretty much the same list, just a different sideboard. It goes a little bit better than this league, but thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Peace.